You describe yourself as an advocate for boys and men of color. Exactly what do you mean by that?
So as an advocate, what I want to do is to see our boys and men of color, particularly our black boys and men, become more successful in education.
In the high schools and junior high schools around the country now, especially in the urban areas, they are bringing in things like homosexuality, and they are promoting illegal aliens in the public schools, in return pushing the black kids out. Are you trying to prevent that from happening to the black boys in the schools?
My work focuses on better preparing teachers to teach black boys and men. And what I focus on are strategies, tangible strategies that they can use in their classroom to better improve their success. Right?
And but so to keep those things out, wouldn't that better improve an environment so that the black boys can be taught in the proper way?
The vast majority of teachers are white and women, right? And some of them are absolutely amazing. So this is not to disparage white women, right? But if we think about that, that means that the black boy who's in the classroom is most likely not going to see a teacher who ever looks like him. And that white teacher will be teaching someone who is very different from her. So I just did a presentation as part of my course, Black Minds Matter, where I talked about this question that's part of a federal government survey. And what we find is that when the focal child is a black boy in comparison to a white boy, in kindergarten, he's 60% more likely to be viewed as incapable of learning. That's at the earliest levels of education. I think that's where we should be putting our emphasis, is how do we change those perceptions that teachers have.
So is that because the white teachers are perceiving them as being incapable of learning, or something else?
It's because the white teachers are perceiving them as being incapable of learning. And it deals with this concept of what we call, it's called ascription of intelligence, right? Where we ascribe certain groups to be academically inferior based upon how we've been taught to believe them. I mean, what you see on television, I mean, if you think about it, think about the popular depictions, unfortunately, of black men on television. They're rappers, they're athletes, they're entertainers, they're gangsters, but rarely do you see a black man on television who is a doctor or a lawyer.
Well, not anymore.
Right? Well, no, it's still,
they're
it's
all
still
over
that.
TV now like
it's
that.
still that pattern, though.
Matter of fact, I'm so sick of seeing it that way. I want to see the rappers and the gangsters. So I want to go back to the question, though. If, being an advocate for black men and boys, wouldn't you want to take out the homosexuals, the teaching of homosexuality, abortion, and all that, so that the black boys can have a better environment to learn?
I want to focus on the real issues that are at hand.
You're not telling me yes or no.
I'm not telling you yes or no because I think it's a sidestep from the real issues.
You don't think that is an issue?
It's basically saying, okay, we're talking over here about these real issues that are facing our community.
But that is
and let me throw out something over here. I mean, how come then we're not talking about the influence of Trump? But we're talking about racial
you want
issues.
to create a whole environment, a good environment for the black boys to learn, right?
We want to create an environment where they are loved.
Right.
And so, can I give you an example of what that looks like?
If you took out the illegal aliens, you took out the teaching of abortion and the teaching of homosexuality, wouldn't that create or help to create a good environment?
So, are you talking about taking those things out of curriculum to create space?
Them, yeah.
Okay.
Don't teach that. Teach reading, writing, and arithmetic. Don't allow the illegal aliens to overcrowd the classrooms, so that the black kids don't feel pushed out.
So undocumented students are not, I don't view them as illegal aliens. I view them as individuals who've come to our country for a better opportunity.
Did they come through the front door or the back?
Did they come to the front door or the back? Well, for many of them, this is their land long before it was ours.
No, the ones that are coming, did they come through the front door or the back?
Well, their country did have this land long before we did.
Did they come through the front door or the back?
Actually, they came through San Diego.
Is that the back door?
I think that's the front door.
So when someone come in through the back door, is that breaking the law?
I think that people get to this country in many different ways.
No,
think about our people. We were brought here on slave ships.
Not me. I was born here.
Really?
But let me ask,
You were born here? Your parents were born here?
Yes.
Their grandparents were born here?
Yes.
Their great-grandparents were born here?
Yes.
And the people long down the line
I
were
don't know
all
what
born
happened
here?
after that. But let me ask, if they come through the
Yeah.
back door, are they breaking the law?
Are they breaking the law?
To come in across the borders illegally, are they breaking the law?
Well, that assumes that you believe that the law is always a good thing.
No.
So I'm
Are
going
they
to answer your
breaking
question
the
very
law?
directly. I'm going to answer very directly. Are they breaking the law? I would agree that there is a violation of law that is taking place. However, I don't always believe that law is a good thing. And I think there's a lot of examples
But
in
that's
our
not what
history.
I'm asking.
We had
Hey, I'm
miscegenation
not
laws that
asking
says
that.
that black
Are they
people couldn't
breaking
marry
the-
white people.
No.
We had laws that says that me and you had to drink at a different drinking fountain than your colleague over here.
So let
we
me
had
go
laws
back.
that put us in chains, right? And said that if we escaped,
I'm not
that they
asking
could kill
about
us.
those laws. Are they breaking the law to come across the borders illegally?
Based upon the current law that's in place and the national law, there is a violation, yes, that is taking place.
I'm sorry?
I said, yes, there is a violation that is taking place.
So they are breaking the law.
Yes,
Oh,
there
okay.
is a law that is being broken,
Okay.
but again, laws aren't necessarily moral.
You created a
Jesus was a immigrant, was he not?
I have
They
no
fled.
idea what you're talking
He fled to Egypt, right? His family fled to Egypt.
You created a free online public course called Black Minds Matter.
Yes.
And it's a focus on black boys and men in education, as we said. What is a black mind?
Black mind is a black learner, a black student.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
But the mind itself is not black.
Oh, I see where you're going. That's nice. So a black person, their life would be a black life. A black person, their mind would be a black mind.
Why not just say mind and not black mind? Because when you
Well,
say
because
that
we're
to,
focusing on a group that's
when you
not
say
been
that
doing
though
well.
to black boys, right away they're going to think that their mind is different than the white person's mind. They're going to think of themselves as a black person with a mind rather than just having a mind.
Well, hopefully when they hear the word or name or phrase black minds, they have a sense of a power that comes from that, because black people are the originators of many of the greatest knowledge that we have around this world.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Think about mathematics. Think about medicine, right?
What about it? Are you saying that blacks created mathematics?
I'm saying that blacks are the originator of many mathematical concepts, of many advances
Like
in
what,
medicine.
for an example?
If you
Other
look-
than Dr. Carson, there is no other black in medicine.
There's no other black.
I'm kidding about
okay, I was gonna say, and I
But-
think Dr. Carson, I think for a long period of time was viewed as a hero for much of the work that he had done,
And he still
and I
is.
think he is still viewed as a hero in the context of his brain, the brain surgery and the developments that he had. But I also think that he's become a heel in our community, unfortunately, because his ideology is far outside what would be considered the mainstream.
That's amazing.
It's sad that he's gone that direction.
Is it wrong to judge?
Yes, absolutely.
So are the blacks wrong for judging Dr. Carson?
No, they have.
Because he is a Republican?
They have discernment about the statements that he is
Blacks
making.
don't have discernment.
Really?
I can think of many things that black people have. Discernment is not one of them.
Okay, so what are some of the positive things we have? You said we can think of many things that we have. What are they?
I can't think of any.
You can't think of any?
And the
A
reason,
president.
the
We did have a
reason-
president.
The reason I can't think, because most black people are so destructive and angry, and they have been used to destroy rather than to build. So they've not set a big example of being good with or about anything. Have you noticed that?
I don't see black people, our people, as being angry. I see us as having righteous indignation and viewing societal ills and wanting to change them.
Amazing.
I think there's a big difference between anger and righteous indignation, don't you?
Give me an example of righteous indignation that black people hold.
Well, I'm going to give you an example of righteous indignation, and then I'll give you an example of what that looks like for black people. An example of righteous indignation is when Jesus went into the temple and he saw the people in there selling items, right, trying to make money off of God. And what did he do? He went through and he kicked them out. So for example, I think my class is an example of that. We have over 10,000 people who are registered for a course about educating Black people. We have over 260 broadcast sites throughout our country. So that's an example of taking and seeing a societal ill and having righteous indignation, a desire, a burning desire to change it and to create a better world.
And they do it, according to you, they're doing this, the Black teachers are doing this because they are influenced by white people to treat other Black kids the same way as whites are treated.
I would not say they're influenced by white people, they're influenced by whiteness.
What does that mean?
Whiteness is an ideology, it's a culture, it's a value system. And what we need to do is we need to eliminate that value system.
You want to eliminate whiteness?
Whiteness, not white people, whiteness.
But how do you eliminate whiteness without eliminating white people?
What I want to do is to create an environment that is more collective, that is more value driven, that communicates love to our children.
So are you
and
saying
I think that flies an absolute oppositeness with whiteness.
Are you saying that white people are evil?
No.
They're not evil?
Not at all.
But then if they're not evil, why would they treat another human being in this manner?
Because we all,
to a point that a man like you
we're all fallen.
To a point that a man like you would want to eliminate whiteness.
We are all fallen people.
Thanks for watching The Fallen State. We need your continued support. Donate to my nonprofit here. Subscribe and like the videos here. And tell everybody and their mama about the show.